I know what you think. Nice shirt. Thank you. And also, buying altcoins right now at low prices? Are you nuts? You want to buy them high, right? Well, I'd rather buy them low though. And today I want to look at certain charts that are screaming, look at me! So, I don't want to make them upset. Let's take a look at them. Welcome to the FOMO Factory. Like the video if you like the video already. If you don't know if you're going to like the video. To be sure, you can always unlike the video twice. So, if we take a look at the crypto market right now, we have been going off of certain indicators the last couple of days in the last few videos that were showing like, well, the Bitcoin bottom area is at least in. And if you are still all about the 4-year cycle, then it doesn't really even matter anymore, because I also think that if the bottom is in, right, which we're pretty close to a bottom, so we can always wick lower, but let's say that the bottom is in, right? Yeah, in that case, if anybody was calling for a 4-year cycle, they will still say that they were right? Because you can say like, well, from October until July, yeah, that's like 3 months shorter, right? 3 months shorter, 3 months longer, tomato. And if you then look at the returns or the losses actually that we had so far of 54%, they can say like, well, that's diminishing losses. So at a certain point, I think that the whole reasoning of the 4-year cycle or the macro cycle is maybe not even gonna get an answer. However, it doesn't really matter if you believe in the 4-year cycle or not. This is the time where everybody will probably say like, yeah, start DCAing, right? If you're not, then I'm sorry, but I think most people, are probably in that same camp by now already. Now, Bitcoin is a bit, right? However, like I said in the last video, is Bitcoin also the best buy, right? Because I think that the psychology of the market is that people, they don't buy altcoins when it's low. They see it go up. They buy them when they are high, when there's a lot of euphoria. They buy, all the meme coins that Alex Becker is mentioning, because he apparently doesn't talk even about crypto when the market is going down. It's like a lot of discipline over there, by the way. Great job, right? And then when it's down, people get wrecked and they look back at the altcoin market and they're like, screw altcoins, right? I'm just going to buy Bitcoin next time. This time I learned from it. Yeah, that's not learning from it, right? That's getting wrecked and then not doing it again because you think you will get wrecked again. But it's about how you did it, when you bought it. I said it before, like you can buy a great coin at a bad time and still get wrecked. So that doesn't really matter. I think that altcoins are a fantastic freaking buy over here, right? And why is that? Well, again, Bitcoin, if it goes maybe a little lower or not, this is the time to DCA. You cannot change my mind. I'm not going to sit here like, well, this time is so different. All the indicators are wrong. The sentiment is wrong. The macro is wrong. The liquidity is wrong. Everything is like different this time. I don't think so. I just don't think it works like that. Bitcoin is a buy. If you put altcoins against Bitcoin on general, right? Others market is everything outside of the top 10 within the top 125. Okay, so we would say like others is the rest. Well, there's a little bit more than the rest still, but let's not talk about like real low crap coins. That's not really the time right now, I think. But if we look at the altcoin market versus Bitcoin, yeah, in this whole bear market, it has been going up, right? So we can at least say that, well, for altcoins, it is already different, at least, right? But still, if you look at this parallel channel, it's sitting really low, right? And if you ask me, the way I invest, I just look at like, well, is there more upside or more downside? And I'm not going to look at the chart, well, it will probably go here, so I will sell everything right now and wait for this moment. That's stupid, right? I think that this area right here is great. And if it goes below it, then that's even better. It's not permanently going to die. That's not how people are. That's not psychology. People want to make money fast. And the only thing is that they now have to have money to make money with, right? But the altcoin market is not holding us back. But anyway, I think that this chart has a bunch of upside. And I'm not going to sit here and say like, well, no, this time it's going to go down. If this time was worse than the last times, then why is it now outperforming the last bear markets, right? Then it should have already been underperforming. It sounds weird, but altcoins are so far in this cycle, a little bit stronger than in the last cycles. And thing, if you feel like, no, I'm not going to bet on it, it's too risky, then it's fine. But this is the least, like if you look at like the last 5 years, then this is the least riskiest place to bet on it, right? Wherever it may go, it's now closer, right, to the lows than what it was a couple of years ago. And whatever the potential top if it's here or even maybe just here, it's now further from that. So you can say whatever you want, but the altcoin market right now is higher reward, lower risk than what it's been in the last 5 years. So if you have been bullish on altcoins in the last 5 years and now you are not, then you're doing it the other way around and you might want to reconsider that strategy. Just saying. So where could it go then? Well, I think that first we need to take a look at the big leader anyway, right? Which is Bitcoin. If you look at Bitcoin, and I was just overlaying near on Bitcoin and I was looking at it on the 4 hour. If you look at that chart, this is pretty identical, right? If you look at this chart since the beginning of, June, give or take, it's been moving pretty much the same, but near is more volatile. It goes down harder, it goes up harder, and this goes for a lot of altcoins. So why is it moving the same with Bitcoin right now? Why is it not just, outperforming or underperforming Bitcoin? I mean, it's an altcoin, right? Well, if you look at the altcoin market on its Bitcoin pair again, you can see that it's pretty much going sideways from that period. Right? From the beginning of June, it hasn't really done anything. It's just going sideways. It's just ranging. So I'm like, okay, cool. NEAR is really linked, and a lot of altcoins are, to this chart, to others divided by BTC. Again, my thesis is that this chart will eventually, and I'm not calling for an alt season right now, right? But whenever it happens, NEAR is going to really profit from that. And it's not about NEAR, a lot of altcoins are really going to profit from that. So I'm like, okay, what we need is Bitcoin going up. Well, bottom indicators are now saying like, hello. So I'm not worried about that. And we need this chart going up. That combination is gonna make alts on the dollar pair gonna go nuts, really nuts. Is Bitcoin likely to go up? Yeah. Is this chart likely to go up? Well, I think so. If these two happen at the same time again, then it's a party, right? And history shows us that they do move simultaneously, right? If Bitcoin goes up, the altcoin market, it can go up with it at the same time, right? And altcoins going up on the Bitcoin pair, that's what you call an alt season, right? Not altcoins going up on the dollar pair necessarily. Right? I think that whenever that happens, it will do really, really, really well. Now, I don't want to try to, again, in this video, to convince you like that the market will go up in the first place. I cannot change sentiment. I cannot change how people feel, right? It feels fucked. I get that. If you lost money, then you feel bad and you're not positive right now. But if you're looking technically at the facts where everything is right now, then there are many reasons to say like, wow, this is opportunity, basically number 4 that we had in the last 16 years in crypto. Don't waste it by being bearish right now, right? Because there are also things as diminishing returns. You will get another chance in a couple of years from now, but that will be not as rewarding as this chance right here. So take advantage from it. That's all I'm saying. If, in my opinion, there's only one indicator that can give a real potential target, and that's the Bitcoin heatmeter on blockchain decoded. And the reason is that it looks at the 14 most accurate indicators combined. And the cool thing is that if you look also at the blue zone where we started flashing right here, yeah, that was right here at this first Bitcoin bottom, and the blue zone before that was here at this Bitcoin bottom in February. So it got the February bottom and it got the June bottom perfectly, apart from every other single bottom. Look at the blue zones, look at the red zones meter. What you can see is that the average cycle bottom is 17.4%. We can always say this time is different, this time is this time is that. Or we can just stop with the exceptions and look at the averages, right? And if you look at the averages, it's 17.4%. You know how low we went this cycle? If you zoom in on the bottom, on the lowest, we went to 17.5%. We got to the average. Does it mean we cannot go any lower? No. That's an average. You can go lower. Does it mean that it is super unwise to be bearish at this point? Yes. That's typically like when everything is bottoming, you don't want to be the guy that says like, well, this is going lower. Maybe you are right on accident, but it doesn't make it, it doesn't take away that that's the stupidest bet that you can take at that point, right? So bottom area requirements are met, right? But Bitcoin is not going to give you your 10x, right? A lot of people, they will need or at least want a 10x out of crypto from this point. Yeah, if you're doing Bitcoin on spot, no leverage, good luck in this cycle. It's not gonna, at least it's probably not gonna happen, right? With alts, you can, very simple, but only from the point where nobody believes that you can. That's it. Because here at this point, right here in the cycle, People say like you can get an easy 10x out of it, right? And from this point, a lot of alts still 10x, but overall you missed out. This point right here, alts are dead. You cannot get a 10x out of the market. This point right here, nah. Who's buying altcoins? You idiot, you're buying at the lows? Nah. And that's exactly the point where you can get it. But that's the edge that you have in crypto right now. So I'm getting into alts. Very easy. But I'm not buying the crap alts. I learned my lesson as well. Right? There is a time for that. And there will be a time for that again. But at the point where we are right now, at this moment, it's not that time. If you look at low cap alts versus the high cap alts, which is this one. Overall, yes, it is an accumulation zone. When this chart goes up, that's where the money on the real lower caps is made. And this is where coins go freaking crazy, really crazy. Is this, technically chart-wise, the place and the time to buy? Yes. Right? Better than here. However, this can go sideways for a while, and the real lower caps that are not even included in this chart can still go down. And you can keep betting on the fact that your alt is not included in that downtrend. I guess that a lot of people learned their lesson with that, right? Therefore, I'm like, well, these low caps right now, I'm not really messing with it. So my portfolio is, you can follow it in the Alpha Factory exactly. You can see my real trades, real time, everything. But, my portfolio is mostly cash right now still. I'm deploying at the moment. Just DCAing, but it's ETH. And these are the coins like Render, Tau, Near, Link, boring shit, right? But boring shit because I have boring goals. I don't need a 50x. I want it. Take it if I get it. But I don't need it. I need a 5x. That's what I need. That's what I prefer. So why would I take more risk for, what I don't even need? Why would I risk the money that I need in order to get something that I just like to see as a luxury? That's stupid. So this chart is the chart, right? Thing that you can always chart and that will always work is momentum. Right? RSI, risk wave. Again, Bitcoin production cost. This is the most amazing chart there is because it's the one that's most logical as well. And I've showed this in a couple of videos, but I hope you understand what I'm looking at. This is what it costs for people to mine Bitcoin. If miners, and I'm not talking about the people who are listening to Drake, but I'm talking about if miners, having to pay 60K to mine a Bitcoin and they get 40K for it, then they don't sell. And then the selling pressure stops. And that kind of shows us why this has always been a bottom. It can go a little below it because there's more than miners, but overall if the big selling pressure stops, then the downtrend stops as well and it turns into an accumulation zone. This is one of the charts that I like a lot because it's simple, it's logical, and it is massively accurate. There's nothing in crypto, news, sentiment, other charts, seasonality, nothing that's as accurate as this. And it always works. If you look at the Bitcoin heatmeter, we are now again at 20%. We went to the bottom range. Right? You can see right here that percent, that risk level right here, where we are right now, lines up with this price. Risk level of 15% would line up with $53,000. Is it possible? It is possible. We have spent 3.8% of the entire time in history at that level. So it could, right? Risk level of 10% would be $46,000. We spent 0.5% of the entire time there. It's a 1 in 200 chance that we go to 46K, right? So the people that are saying we're going to 46K are basically saying now there's upside as well. And that's funny. If you are now saying hey, Bitcoin will go to $400,000, people will call you fucking nuts. Right? While if you look at the time that we spent at that risk level, it's pretty much the same as the $46,000 that's collectively very much accepted. But this is more likely because we are closer at that level. It doesn't make it more likely, but it feels more likely to people because, hey, we're almost there, right? It doesn't mean we get there. But if we look at where we are right now, right? We spend 6% of the time at 20. We spend 3%, 4% of the time at 15. That's kind of this whole level of 5%, right? 5% right here. You could say that 200K is very easily doable. So these are basically my targets as in what I keep an eye on for likeliness. If we go to 140K, I'm going to look at this chart. But therefore, I'm okay, it is very easily doable that we go to in the mid 200s as well, right? So that's what I'm looking at. And let's say that Bitcoin goes to 200. Let's say it does a 3x from this point, right? 200%, 3x, around 180K. The cool thing is that again, we just saw with near, right? If altcoins on the Bitcoin pair just stay flat, near will do the same. So then near will do a 3x. That's nice. But you want to measure it through a little bit within the realms of realism. If you then look at others BTC, again, you look like, okay, it can do a 3x. But if near also goes up 2x against Bitcoin, then there's a big fat, 123%. That's around a 7x for near already. This is the bearish target, right? The bearish positive target, right? Because if we go from top to bottom, then the midline is not the most positive thing necessarily, right? You can also say like we go to the top, it's around a 5x, 3x, 5x together, 15x for near, possible. Right? And that's the way I like to measure, not because I feel like, oh, let's talk some false hope into myself, but I also don't want to be the type of guy that goes through this entire market, waiting and seeing that red and a little green again and this and that. And then at the next best 3x stepping out of crypto because you're like, I played even, now let's get out of it. No, I came here to win. I will win, okay? So that's how I like to look at this market right now. And I would sincerely advise you, again, not being bearish when the market is already down. That's too late. If you wanted to be bearish, then October for Bitcoin, if you called it there, great, right? Probably called it for the wrong reason, but that doesn't matter. Like, called it, anyway. But now it is the exact same time to say like, well, okay, now it's time to turn it around again. It was in February, turned out perfectly. And now I'm saying the same thing, right? And I think that the Alpha Factory, what I'm building, is super helpful. So take a look down below. It's free, right? You can get a premium subscription if you are really serious about it. But if you're like, man, I want to use these tools, I want to take a look around, you're going to like it. And if you're not going to like it, then, you're not. Altcoin rules, right? And there's pairs. So you can put Ethereum against Bitcoin. Very simple. But you can put every coin against every coin, basically, and get a composite score of the best indicators out there together, showing a picture, right? Literally visually telling you like where we are right now without any emotion involved. So I want to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Let me know down below. What's the stack that you're looking at? What's the bag that you are trying to build to accumulate DCA during these zones? I am pretty curious if it's not only Bitcoin, and that's safe. But again, like, think about the reward as well and not just the potential downside. Have a good combination. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.